Mm. You know, I got this client the other day who, anyway, I can't give you specific details, but I'll tell you this much. Divorcee, female, who used to work a ordinary small-time job. After the marriage broke up, she doesn't have kids. She moved to a new country. Now she is obviously, it's not easy. She is struggling. Okay. So she contacted me for booked a session and asked me all questions about personal branding, this, that, so many things. Okay. I tried to guide her whatever way I could. But then it came to a very, very thought-provoking question. She told me she has a hobby, an interest. So I said, yeah, what are they? So she told me it was singing. One was singing. Get noisy. One was singing. One was drawing, drawing, sketching, painting. One was, what do you call that? Making shapes, sculpting. So she has a creative mindset. She likes singing, she likes painting, she likes sketching, she likes this modeling, this, that. Fine. Making sculptures. So I said, okay, good. So I said, okay, so what about your hobbies? She's saying, I'm investing time into this, and I'm planning to take a course to be even better at it. And then I said, what is your end goal? She said, my end goal is to leave this job and focus on being a painter, being a singer. So I listened to what she had to say, and then I asked her, like, why do you think you'll succeed at this? Why do you think? She said, right from the time I was a small girl, all my parents always said, wow, you're so special, you have a talent. My friends always told me. In fact, whenever I put something on Instagram or Facebook, so many people are complimenting. They're like, oh, you should do it. You should be full-time. Even my paintings, people appreciate. And okay. Now she's an amateur. She's not a professional. And then she also gave me examples of people who have been singing on the streets and all that, and someone spotted them and they became viral. So she's also hoping that this happens to her. I said, okay, fine, all right. So then she asked me, what is my opinion? See, when you pay me money to hear my opinion, to hear the truth, not to hear something that pleases you. And by the way, I've taken her permission to share this. So I said, fine. Now I told her, see, listen, a hobby is always good. It's always good to have a hobby. It's always good to have a creative outlet. But when you're talking about commercializing a hobby, making it commercial, making it a business, it's a totally different ball game altogether. It is not, it doesn't become a hobby then. It becomes, when you talk about it being a business, there are different set of dynamics. See, the first one, and this is what I want to explain to you for those of you who want to make your hobby into a business. The first one is, you need to keep in mind, anything that you do in life, there are certain default aspects that do not change. Like number one, water, electricity has to be paid. Food expenses have to be paid. You have to eat food. You have to pay accommodation, the place where you stay. Okay. You have to pay basic travel and all that. And you need money for your general expenses, if nothing luxury. So per day you have something. Let's assume that's $30 a day. Okay. You don't need anything else. You don't need visa. You don't need legal cost. I'm just talking basic expense, not even a business setup expense. $30 a day. Now your target should be to get a minimum of 30, but at least more than 30, it should go to say 40. So you save 10. So if you save 10 every month, from 30, it will go to, from $10 saved every day, Go to $300 a month. Okay. So that should be your goal. But now, if you don't get that 30, the next day, it's 30 of this day and 30 of the other day. Or let's assume you got 10. It's 20 plus 30 for the next day. See, business is all about numbers. Nothing else. Life today, we live, the life that we live, is all about money, and money comes down to numbers. You can have a passion, you can have a hobby, you can have a dream, you can have love, you can have whatever you want, faith in God. Even religious people, even temples, even mosques, even churches, they ask you for money. You know, I don't know how the fuck, but on my Facebook feed, I get these Muslim ads that Zakir Naik, he says, you know, if you want a house in Jannah, in heaven, Allah Ta'ala said in something, you build a mosque for me, pay cash, I'll give you a house in Jannah. Even God can't produce the money. He wants money from you. Even God. So, if even God wants money, then shouldn't you want money? Come on, man. So even this hobby, immediately I told her, fine, you're singing. How much money did you get from singing? She said 0. I said, okay, your first assignment is, because when people have sessions with me, I don't just give advice, I give them a to-do list. I said, your first thing is, in the next 1 month, take 30 days, market yourself for singing. Tell people whatever they want, they can pay you. You'll just sing for their pleasure, or like offer a service, or sing happy birthday or whatever. 1 month. Even no matter what you get, whether $1, $5, $10, that's earning, because money is money. It's respect. Okay? So then she told me, Loy, that is embarrassing. I said, how is it embarrassing? Say, I don't want to be a singer for small time. So I said, so you want to be a singer for some international record company? She said, yeah. I said, then get ready to wait for months and years. Because even if you have a perfect song, nobody is going to offer you anything. You're not known. You don't have a crowd following. Then your only solution is start putting videos of you singing songs on YouTube, Instagram and Facebook, and see how many followers you get. If you get at least 10 or 100 followers every single day, means your popularity is soaring. And check the comments, check the likes. See, those are very clear indications that you're going viral. But if you just have 20, 30 or 100 followers or 1,000 followers and you get 20 comments per day, you're not going to be a famous singer. No record label is going to come, because they'll be like, what business do we make? And then the typical reason that I listen, Loy, but success takes time. I said, my dear, then you're talking about the future. Future nobody has seen. Who's going to pay your current bills? And then singing, there are people who spend the whole day singing, practicing, who have invested in a studio, who rent out studios, who invest in their record label, who have videos and amateur stuff. You need money for all that. And I told her, we didn't even get into your paintings. Paintings also you're an amateur. Sculpting also you're an amateur. Then what are you doing full time? There are people who from the age of 3, they've been sharpening their skills in chess or table tennis or athletics or singing. Even they find success hard. In fact, just do this. Google search Olympic champions in Australia who won gold, who broke world records. They're struggling to find a job. They're unemployed. They've taken a job. Imagine someone who has achieved gold for their country, one swimmer or something. Now she's a receptionist. Can you let that sink in? And there are some of them who are not even getting a simple job. What the fuck do you do, man? See, business is a different ball game. You know, the best advice that I can give for business, if you are prepared to be cold-blooded, where you're even ready to charge your own mother and father If they were dying and they wanted help, you're ready to charge them money for that, then you're meant to be a hardcore businessman. In business, there is no sympathy, there's no pity, there's no kindness, there's no friendship. So many people give me their sad stories. My wife is sick, my mother is not well, father is not well. Some people send me the videos, actual video. Just imagine, actual videos of their mother sick, father sick, of their child. I'm talking to them via video and I can see this. I cannot make friendship with my service, man. Because who will feed my family? Who will feed? It's not that I'm not given them any concession. Okay? It's not that I've not done what I could. And I don't want to mention what I've done. But I can't start offering for free. There are so many people in this world who want for free, man. And if I were to start, I'll never earn any money. Try this if you don't believe me. Say that you'll offer, or just put that you won. You know, for people who have won a lottery or people who have struck gold, I've spoken to those people also. One friend of mine who in Dubai, he won an island in Canada. It was valued at $500,000 or something like that. No sooner than he won this and it was put in the papers. Here's a DJ. And I've not taken his permission, so I don't want to say his name. Goan guy. No sooner than he won the island, it was a competition in Dubai, valued at $500,000. No sooner he won that, he said the amount of emails, phone calls, messages, WhatsApp, SMS, Skype, Facebook Messenger, he's saying he had to literally switch off his phone for 2-3 days. He's saying it was crazy. He's saying my phone was ringing, my mother's phone, my family's phone, everybody. And every Tom, Dick and Harry was asking, please help me, please help me, please. In fact, do you know how many people get in touch with my wife? Forget me. People ask me anyway. They get in touch with my wife. Anything from $10 to, name it, even $1 million. I don't know what people are thinking. Money is hanging on the trees. Sob stories, sad stories, cancer, tumor, got cheated, accident, no job, my daughter, my son. It never ends, man. For my education, sponsor me, support me, go fund me, charity. So, you know, if you're thinking of getting into business, you can't keep friends, you can't be nice, you can't do good. At least in the beginning. If you become like Jeff Bezos and all that, fine. Or if you, forget Jeff Bezos, if you have 100,000 or dollars excess in your bank, then start being charitable. Otherwise you can't, man. And a hobby, you have to be very practical. A hobby is not a business. That is why youngsters who get a camera or who have a video and they start putting a YouTube channel, I tell them this is a hobby, you have to commercialize it. You have to make money. If you're not making money to sustain, not become big, just pay your bills, then you're stupid. And please, for whatever sake, God or whosoever you believe in, if you're working for a job and you're thinking of getting into your hobby, only get into your hobby when your hobby makes same or more money than your regular job. And you're doing it consistently for at least 2 years. 2 years. You have a client base, you have a foundation, you have a list of customers and recurring business. Others don't get into it. You'll regret it. And then if you have an unforeseen circumstance like this bloody COVID or some government regulation or some nonsense, then what will you do, man? Anyway, this is what I wanted to tell you guys. Please be careful of making your hobby or your passion your whole life. There are a lot of variables, a lot of factors. But the biggest one is if you can't think like a businessman and be cold-blooded, don't get into it. Like I always tell to people, if your friends and your family don't pay you money, your enemies will not. So you have to start charging your friends and your family. That is why all my family members, all my friends, so the real friends who want my service, they paid me money. Only those wannabe friends who want to use me have tried for free. I'm sorry, I don't need your friendship and I don't need you. Because end of the day, that friendship doesn't feed me and my family. So if you disrespect me by wanting it for free, it's like me coming to your restaurant or hotel and eating for free because you're my friend. It doesn't work that way. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts. This is me signing off. Take care.